Hello and welcome back to another episode of CozyCryptidGaming. As always, I am your host, Cozy, and today we are back with our second episode of Adorable Adventures. This is a fairly short, really cute little game where we play as this baby boar here named Boris, as we are exploring a national park and trying to find all of our siblings so that we can get our mother out of a little shed that she's gotten stuck in. This is just a really cute little game where we're going around just following our nose, finding all kinds of really interesting smells and fun things to do in the park while trying to find our siblings and reunite our little family. This is definitely very far on the cozy side of games that I've been streaming. I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's honestly kind of a good little, if someone's looking to get into video games, this would actually be a pretty good one for sort of learning how they operate, especially kind of more third person sandbox style games. I think this would be a really good kind of tutorial game for people who want to learn how to move through a video game and learn how to walk with their thumbs, as I've heard some older people describe it. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I know anybody living anywhere close to me is probably dealing with the same heat wave that I've been dealing with today. We more than broke 90 degrees Fahrenheit today, which is the first for this year, and had some very loud, very fast-moving thunder a little while earlier. It actually hit loudly enough that one of my neighbor's car alarms went off. So that was interesting. But that storm system seems to have passed through. Doesn't even appear to be raining anymore outside, so hopefully we won't have to deal with any weather. And, yeah. Hope everybody's staying cool if you're also in this little heat wave. Do remember to stay hydrated. I know I say that a lot, but especially as it gets hotter, that is the thing to keep in mind. Also, as a little health PSA, drinking really cold water can actually shock your system and have some not great effects on you. So when it's really hot out, tempting as it might be to drink really cold water, you actually want something that's a little closer to room temperature, though having a cold pack or ice or something to put either on the back of your neck or actually under your arms can also be really good, because there's some major arteries there, which will help cool down the rest of your body. Just something I've learned over time. Yeah. Outside of this game, I've also been doing some other work outside of this. Really enjoying Eternal Strands, which is significantly longer than anything I'd want to be streaming again anytime soon. But I do highly recommend if you're a action-adventure kind of person. If you really liked Breath of the Wild, you will love Eternal Strands. And also, I've been doing a second run of Battlesuit Aces and working on it, building a game guide for it for anybody else who wants to take a crack at it, but maybe wants some refreshers on what happens when, or what strategies might be useful on certain really weird missions. But yeah, I think that's about it. Let's dive back into our game here, and review what ended up happening last time. Why is my controller not connecting? The controller is... This is... I did this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Never mind. We're all good. So last time on Adorable Adventures, we found 3 of our siblings, one of whom is very lazy and sleepy right there on the side. We are right here in the middle. This is Boris. I forget the names of our siblings off the top of my head. That is just a random rabbit who does not appear to have a name, but we were able to give a carrot to. So, excellent times. And we are just kind of exploring this whole park and being an adorable baby boar. If I remember... Yes, and the main mechanic of this game is that you can track different smells. That is kind of how you operate in this game, because pigs, like many animals, are smell-oriented. Oh! And this is a perfect time to show the other problem. We're a baby boar. We are easily distracted by other smells, and when we smell something new, we have to keep following that trail until we have learned what this new thing is enough that we can finally learn how to ignore it. So we are able to follow this scent trail, leading us quite a ways away, actually. Run a little faster. Follow this. Ooh, there's another cave. Okay. This will be cave 2 of 3. Oh, sorry, 1 of 2 that we've found so far. Right. Butterfly lavender. Scent can now be ignored. We can also pick up the butterfly lavender and place it down wherever we want, which is nice. But, so we will, in fact, ignore that one. There are rabbits, but our main goal is to find our siblings. Nope. Oh, it's a mystery smell, that one. But we're going to see what's a little farther into this cave. It's quite dark, but we shall see. But yeah, this is definitely a game that is one of those things that are, like, not everything needs to be some huge epic and be like 120 hours minimum to complete and all these things. Some things can just be a few hours that are really cute and really fun and you just have a good time with. Oh, kicking up some ash over here because there recently was a wildfire. Aha, charge okay. Break through this. As we gain more and more of our siblings, we're able to charge through larger and larger barriers. Because there's more of us, and when working together, we can accomplish great things. Yeah. Wildfire came through part of the park before the events of the game, unfortunately. And, like, there are some times where you do need to, like, clear away old growth and dead brush, but there's a big difference between controlled burns and sort of naturally occurring wildfires and things that can happen when humans get involved, unintentionally or otherwise. So always be careful when you're out in the wild, and make sure to fully put out all campfires. Oh, our sibling really has the zoomies there. Fully put out all campfires, make sure to properly dispose of like cigarette butts, anything like that. Don't smoke, just in general. I shouldn't have to say that, but like, don't. But if you do, like, please take care of your cigarette butts. We don't need more wildfires happening. But yeah, this is just, over here is just kind of the ruins of I believe, what was this? Yes, this used to be a watermill. We have our nice little not shacks, the little like covered bulletin boards that you see at nature trails and national parks and all things like that. This is slightly unrealistic because I have yet to see one of them in game that has any kind of hornets or bees nests starting to be built in them. And most of the ones I've encountered in real life do tend to have that. It's a nice little covered space that is generally ignored by most things, so it's a great spot for them to build. Unfortunately, people walk by very often. But, you know, most things in the bee family, bee and wasp family, get a bad rap. And then some of them are very aggressive. But, you know, in this game, we don't have to worry about that too much. There are some honeybees in one area. We found those last time, but they weren't really a problem for us. We were able to sniff out the honey and then be on our way. But I'm going to... Oh! And there's no fall damage in this game. Yay! Fall damage. Beloathed? Yeah, beloathed. That's the right word. I just want to be able to jump off tall things in the game and not have consequences. Is that too much to ask? Some games say yes. Other games say, no, that sounds great. You should do that. Yes, this looks familiar from last time, so we're kind of in this rough area. Follow the siblings, follow the smell of the siblings. But yeah, wild boar and we gotta follow this mushroom now. We've been distracted, gotta follow it down. But yeah, pigs just in general have an amazing sense of smell. That nose is not just for show, and also not just for digging up all kinds of fun and tasty plants. But we can now ignore you. But they do have an incredible sense of smell. Most notably, I'm sure people have heard of the idea of truffle pigs. Truffles are a particular type of fungi and mushroom, but they are found just under the top layer of soil. So, you know, actually finding them yourself, pretty tricky, even if you know, like, what sorts of soil to look for. And there are kind of two ways of finding them. Option one, you use dogs, because dogs also have an amazing sense of smell. The downside with dogs is they're not as good at it. Pigs, however, pigs are amazing at it. The downside is the pigs are also likely to eat some of the truffles, so you're definitely going to find more of them, but you're going to lose some of them to the pig being snackish. So, you know, you have the thing of, okay, we can use the animal who's less effective at it, but probably isn't going to eat any of these. Or we could use the animal that's very good at it and just resign ourselves to losing some of the truffles, or have to be very careful, or have to be very good at at getting to the truffle before the pig does. Good luck with that. Stacking. No, this is something else. Rolling in the mud. What was this for? This is for honey. Because we follow right, because last time our sibling had gone to the honey, and then we needed to follow somewhere else. Where did you go? Okay. Was it that you led, like, through a gate I couldn't get through for a while? I think I remember that being a thing. But yeah, pigs are really cool animals. And occasionally, just, you know, you get them kind of all over the place. I mentioned it last stream, but I will mention again, there is no such thing as a mini pig or a teacup pig. They will keep growing their entire lives as long as you keep feeding them, and they will get big fast. So, if you want to have a pig as a pet, please do some very thorough research about how large they can get, what their, like, sort of growing and feeding requirements, are, and all of that. I'm not gonna say you can't have one, but there is a lot more work to them and a lot larger requirements for space and food than you might initially think, based on how small and cute they first are. Just and like that's also true in general for any pet you want to do your research. But yeah, I feel like pigs deserve a bit of a special warning in that regard.
Mimi was too scared to move in the dark, but light would chase her fear away.
Right, we need to find some way of bringing a light into here, and that was where we were kind of stuck for a while. So I think we need to any other. No, that's still the trail to Mimi. Maybe if we go to like a significantly farther away spot. Maybe. Because I don't think we've like fully explored entirely as far as the game will let us go over this way. Charge headlong through the woods. I'm sure it'll be fine. Ooh. Standing stones.
In ancient times, this place was very important. What mystical powers linger around these roots? The forest remembers more than we do.
Okay. We've got 4 little stone things. And petroglyphs. What do you look like? Not a bluebell, not a bloody milk cap, not a tinder fungus. What could you be? Are you something I don't have yet? Perhaps. Interesting. I have a feeling this is one of those, you gather the 4 things that are shown here, and you will receive something. We'll come back to that. We might come back to that. Wait. There's an oink button. Clicking down on the left stick just makes you oink. This game just got better. Excellent. Excellent game. 10 out of 10. Okay, sibling. Oh. Okay, let's see where this sibling trail leads. Hopefully this doesn't just lead us back to Mimi. I'm kind of stumped on what kind of light route. I think this is just leading us back to Mimi. Yep, it's just leading us back to that cave. Which, maybe there was also a cave this way. Did I see something that? I think I remember seeing another cave over this side. Like I said, up at the top, in some ways I think this might be a good, like, teaching video game for people who haven't played video games. Thank you for, so Eddie, from Eddie J, hi, sorry I know this is a little late to drop in and say this, but the game audio is way louder than you and muffling your words. Okay, that I can adjust. No worries, whenever it's a thing that you can notice and say something about, I do always encourage. Turn down the sound effects. Looks like there is not a sound effects listing, which is something that bugs me. But we can turn down the general volume here, and that should be good. Hopefully that will continue to be okay. Do let me know if that is better or not. And yes, there is another cave down here. Okay, I was right. Yeah, that's much clearer. Awesome, thank you, Eddie J. I always like to know when there's when we can make things a little better for everyone on the viewer end. Oh, hey! Okay, I feel silly now. I saw this cave a little earlier in the preamble and didn't go explore it, but now we can... Bitter oysterling. Okay. Well, we're gonna need to find all of these now. But yes, I think that this game would actually make for a pretty good, like, learning game. And sort of teaching people how to explore video games. What do they kind of want you to be able to do in some ways? I'm gonna bring this to our sibling. What's sort of the visual language of games? Like, okay, I mentioned last time, and probably in some other games about there always like you always check behind a waterfall, and that's, if you haven't grown up with video games, that's just not a thing you might think of. Like maybe you're someone who just likes to poke your nose in every corner possible, and that translates over into video games. But like waterfall specifically as a thing to check behind is sort of just a part of video games at this point. So that can be, like, that's one thing, but also just, you know, but as an extension of that, like, where do things like to be hidden? How does a game communicate things to you? These are all things that, like, you know, I certainly grew up with, because I've been playing games since I was, like, 8. And it's just, like, I kind of... The language of video games grew up as I was growing up with them. So that makes it kind of easy for me.
Boris and his light had chased her fears away.
Yay! Follow me, Mimi. Actually, we're gonna leave this mushroom in here in the hopes that it will eventually propagate and spread in here, and there will be more colonies of glowy mushrooms. There we go. In case someone else gets lost, now they can find their way back out. But yeah, how video games, like, give tutorials and, like, or maybe not even tutorials, just like how they communicate with their players is something that I have become increasingly interested in, and just noticing when they do it well. And like sometimes you're just gonna have to explain things with a wall of text. Sometimes that's just the answer. Like some of the stuff for Battlesuit Aces, it just worked to have it as little text pop-ups for explaining some of its basic mechanics. And depending on your game, sometimes that can be the only way, sometimes that can simply be the most convenient way. There will be some games that like do have those kinds of text-based tutorials, like hidden in some kind of menu, or maybe not even hidden, it's just in a menu somewhere. And those are really fun, or at least I think they're a fun solution to the problem, where it's like it's all there if you want it, or if you need it. There are certainly games that do tutorials better than others. Off the top of my head, I'm blanking. But also just like, okay, when we okay, so this is actually also like a fun one that is okay. So the game here is we have a teachable moment. When we're up here on the ground, we can smell just fine, and we can follow that trail. But then when we enter when we enter all the ash, it's kicking up clouds of dust. We can't smell things as cleanly, so we can't actually use our sniffing ability. And when we try, we sneeze. Like so. So that's just the way. So what the game is teaching you there is, oh, you can't use your normal abilities in this particular kind of terrain, but if you get back out, you can still you haven't lost it forever. You can still track the smell, and then you can sort of see where it's gonna go. So you can know, okay, if I can get across this little chunk, I'll be able to find my way again after that. And it's just sort of learning how to navigate things, learning how the game is going to tell you how to navigate. Like, there's always, like, sometimes it'll be a compass, sometimes it'll be a mini-map. How useful those mini-maps will be is a whole other conversation. Oh, and we are distracted once again. I'm going to have some water. Ugh. Water is great. Oh, wow, we really gotta go up. Oh. If I start a little farther back, can I get a leap? Can I get a run up? I got a little higher. Okay. If I get a little higher from a little run up, what if I do a big run up? All the way back here. And charge. And charge. And no! Okay. Okay. So we can't go up that way. Which means we're going to have to find another way. I think our scent trail for our sibling is also up that way. So we're going to have to find another option. But yeah, just... And, like, teaching anyone anything is a skill. And doing a tutorial is just teaching people. So, you know, there's... Some things do it better, some things do it different. I think most games, if they're in a series, tend to either stick with, like, the one thing, like, their one method for it. Example, Pokemon. I know how to catch a Pokemon, thank you, but it is kind of nice that you've kept to the same tutorial all of these years. It's what you need to know. It's fine. And then other game series will get better over time because we've figured out how to communicate things in a game better over time. I'm sure there's some that, like, you could argue have gotten worse or more convoluted over time. None of those come to mind at the moment. If anybody has some any particular ideas, feel free to sound off. But I think this is a game that relies more on, like, having the little icons of, like, oh, hey, here's the kind of button that you'll need to press on your controller popping up occasionally, but not, like, really referencing that this is a game so much. Whereas other games will lean whole hog into whole hog into the idea that, yeah, we know that we're giving you a tutorial. We're just going to say to press the X button to jump. Because sometimes that's your best option. And, like, you can make it fun, too. Oh, we're one short. Okay. There's something mysterious up there. What else is around here? Oh, there is another cave. This cave went... This is the cave that led back out to the wildfire area? Yes. Okay. So this led out to the wildfire area. Oh, are we higher... But are we higher up than we were before? Maybe. No? No. Okay. So, this is also one game where it's like, okay, I don't have a mini-map. So this is relying on just sort of your visual navigation abilities and whatnot. It's also a fairly small game, so mini-map is not necessarily required, I would say. Or even a map in general is not necessarily required. Can I make it across this jump? Maybe. But yeah, this is still just nice. Just running around as a little pig. I will make it across this jump, and I will stay across this jump. Whee! There we go. Okay, it's not much. Ah, but there's a shortcut here, which might be helpful. Okay, this gets us... This gets us right near the beginning of the game, it looks like. Okay, that's still useful. Oh! Sorry, Boris. Okay. That leads up there. Still need one more sibling to get through there. I'll cross over there where that bench is. I don't know how fully I've explored that area, so we might head back over there. But yeah, I was trying to think. Other things that I've been up to, like gaming-wise. It's mostly been Eternal Strands. I kind of did a bit of a marathon session over the weekend and just finished it because I wanted to and I had the free time. So I had a great time with it, really enjoyed it. It does something that I actually really appreciate, where you defeat the big evil thing and you've saved the world, or at least the kingdom you're in. Maybe both. Play the game to find out. But you do that, and then there's rather than just like, oh, you've done that, and now here you go into we have a little bit of narration, and then you're into the post game. It actually just kind of continues as the sort of normal game progression structure that it's had after that. Of like, yeah, we dealt with that problem, and we've still got some mysteries. We're going to send you out and investigate some of those. And you get a little... instead of having one really long narration at the end of it, showing like, oh, here's everything that happened and how everything's fixed. Not that that's a bad thing, but it wouldn't have fit for this particular game. Instead, it sort of continues with, yeah, we're going to keep exploring. We're going to keep doing the thing we originally came here to do and learn about this place and start unraveling some of its mysteries as much as we can, and go from there. And it's a nice way of sort of breaking up and leading into the end game, the post game, whatever you want to call it. But also just go see Mom.
Friends found and friends returned.
Oh, there was a baby bunny. That's what it was. Yay, baby bunny. Look at it go. Gosh, it's tiny. Okay.
The mother rabbit was looking for her children. They had gone out to play. Boris promised to help.
Okay, so there's still some amount of baby bunnies. Well, seeing as we're having trouble finding our sibling, perhaps we try to find Rabbit. Oh, no, that's sibling. No, I'm trying to smell Rabbit. Can I smell Rabbit? Is Baby Rabbit a different smell? Baby Rabbit does not appear to be different smell. Okay. Well, actively sniffing apparently will not get us there, but we might find another baby rabbit if we just sort of muck about. But yeah, just very good time. Like a kind of action RPG, exploration game. You use all kinds of interesting magic to affect the world around you, like creating pillars and walls of ice to help you climb things, or freeze enemies in place, using a telekinetic grab spell to move things around and throw things. If you are in an area that has like a lot of really dense undergrowth that you need to get through, or is really cold, you can use fire spells to melt ice and burn grass. All kinds of, like, the list goes on. And they can all be combined in very fun ways. It's got really, really strong character writing. I cannot recommend Eternal Strands enough. I also cannot recommend Battlesuit Aces enough. But y'all have seen me play that one. You all know that's good. It's fantastic, and I will, in my second playthrough of the game, and it definitely has... Oh no! Well, we have found a secret hidden waterfall, which is nice. I'm gonna take a nice little bath. Or shower, I guess. Yeah, you've all seen me play Battlesuit Aces. Hello?
Hidden in the shadows, an old boar was watching for us. He was so old and tired he could no longer move, but he dreamed of seeing his favorite toy again.
Oh no! Oh no, it's in a trash can. We have to find the favorite toy for this old boar. No! We have a new mission, chat. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go dig through every garbage can we can find. I knew the garbage cans were gonna be something. But yeah, yeah, there definitely is a great deal of like dialogue branches and events playing out differently depending on what order you do them in for Battlesuit Aces. Like I've been intentionally choosing very different options and getting very different results on things. It's been a great time. Will I be compiling all of it into a massive guide? Right now I'm just working on like a guide for the actual missions. But who knows? Depends on how invested I get in this. We'll see. But it's been a very good time. It's I don't remember if there was a garbage can over here, but we're gonna check just to be sure. I don't think there was. This is all like plant growth and places where we're probably not having people. Like I know there's garbage cans more where there's like benches and like ranger stations and things like that. But I figure useful to check over here. There is, after all, that little stone shed, and there's a gate we haven't smashed through. Oh, wow, I didn't even need to... Thanks, siblings. A harmonica!
Boris really enjoyed music, especially the kind that makes you dance. Let's go, Boris!
Heck yeah, we have a good harmonica. I like this harmonica. I'm gonna leave it here. This will be where the harmonica lives. That's very fun. But yeah, let's see again. Right, that is the impassable fallen tree. That is that marks the bounds of the edge of the game. Which, like, again, visual language. How does the game communicate where the borders are, where the edges are? Sometimes it's just an invisible wall. Sometimes it's an invisible wall plus something like a fallen tree. Sometimes it's just the edge of the world and it's a giant cliff. There's plenty of games that do that. Well, I guess it would be a cliff if you're just, walking into it, or a chasm if it's something that you would fall into. No sign of the toy there. Let's go check up by the ranger station. Oh, excuse me. Oh. But yeah, this is turned into me yakking about video games and why they're good and they're a fantastic storytelling medium. And welcome to what it's like to live. Trash can change state. Open a notebook for details. Found a beehive instead of bell. Can we find her? And we're also missing our buddy Rock. Oh. Nope. Nope. Direct people towards... Okay, we have 6 of 14. Fine. Oh, there is a map. Okay. Well, I feel foolish now. That's fine. Does this show... We do not show up on the map, however. That's fine. This actually... Yeah, this is just your standard... Like, trail map. Like, it has, like... Okay, here's the red trail. Here's the white trail. Here's the yellow trail. These are all good things. Unless these are also... cairns that are left. Those might just be dates. Supposed to be dates of when people... Clues. It lies beneath. Oh. Oh no! Okay, so this is 2 of 7, so there are 7 baby rabbits. Okay. Okay. Well, we will still keep checking around. Still need, like... Okay, we have 2 siblings. One of whom we sort of tracked to where the honey was. Okay. Let's see. Oh, right, because this won't lead us to Mimi anymore. This will lead us somewhere else. So let's see. Let's just double check. Maybe we'll have better luck this time. Because if nothing else, I'm sure where one of our siblings is, and it's through that gate that we need, that we definitely need everybody to be able to smash through. We need like 1 more of us. Because it required 6 pigs. We currently only have 5. So one of them's up there, and the other has to be around here somewhere. Okay. Right, this leads us to the honey. Found beehive instead of bell. How can we find her? We're gonna follow this scent first. Because we're being distracted. Wait. If we found the honey, then the answer is that we follow the smell of the honey and we'll find Belle. That's what it is. Okay. That makes sense. Because presumably we can't smell Belle anymore because she just smells of honey. Yup, there she is.
Still enjoying the honey. His sister Belle.
You got it.
She was full of energy and happy to see her brother.
You got it.
Boris was delighted. She always made things feel like a parade.
Okay, good. You got cleaned off. Good for you. Okay, now we can go and find our final sibling. Now we can get through that gate. Now we can progress. But yeah, and that's okay. That's another thing for like games, just like learning the. Oh, right. I should probably hide that again. But just the idea of okay, here's the main mechanic of the game. It's led you to something, but now you can't follow like your sibling's scent. But you have this whole system of tracking other scents. What scent might lead you to where she is? Games teaching you how to play them. Things like that. And it's just always cool to see how different games approach that sort of challenge. Okay. Right, we need to go like all the way across for this. We're going to make our way across the ashy plains. One day this will all regrow. One day. Climb up here. Hop on down. Oh, Jackalope Junkie. Oh no! Was that in reference to just the barren wasteland, or to our sibling who was just all covered in honey? Just all the honey. Oh, right, you're up that way. To Belle being covered in honey from Jackalope Junkie. Yep, yeah. Just truly, she is absolutely delighted with her predicament. Yeah, right, if we go through here, now we have enough of our little siblings where we can safely get through that gate, and we should be fine. Excuse me. I've been trying to get enough sleep lately. And charge okay. There we go. Okay. What is all up here? Another cairn.
The mountain. A lot of effort for a magnificent view.
Oh wow, that is a magnificent view. And it goes farther up. Well, we gotta see what's up here. Obviously. So many different smells. So many. Yeah. No, I gotta get over that rock. I gotta know what this is so that I can learn how to ignore it. Juniper! Nice! Hehehehe. Silly humans stacking their rocks. More juniper. And this lovely little mural wall thing. This is great. Ah. Lovely view. Absolutely lovely. Hey, be careful, siblings. I know it's a video game and there's no fall damage, but please don't get that close to the edge. You make me nervous. Can you get back up from there? I don't know. I mean, you probably can take the long way around, but I would rather not. Some more juniper. Oh, there's more many things. Huh. We can hear the geese. There's also a rabbit around here too. Or like I saw like a jackrabbit bouncing around. But there's a seesaw down there. think it looks like these rocks over here might lead to a safe way down. So we're gonna see if those rocks do lead to a safe way down. And if they do, we're trying out that seesaw. Okay. Will it move? Catapult?
Boris is not a bird. Or at least, that's what I thought.
Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Oh, that was very fun. Wait, can I, if I... Will it get me on the ledge? Will it get me... It does get me up on the ledge! Oh, platforming! Oh. Oh, this game is very good. We have... Sure, okay. Oh, that's... Oh, that's toasty. And also now the gate is kind of in the way. I think I would need the watering can. There's something about using a watering can to put out smoldering embers, so I might need to go grab that. But first we're gonna see... Whee! If going this way will help us as well. Oh, there's another catapult. Oh! I'm sorry! Oh no, you have a little smoke trail on you! I didn't mean to get you singed! No! Okay, let's... Okay, we are... Burnt juniper! Okay, interesting. Oh, there is... What? Where does this lead? It looked like there was some sort of creature over... Our last sibling!
Rock sat quietly. All this devastation made him sad. Boris had an idea to make his brother smile. There were seeds there, in the burned earth. With some water, they could bring new life.
Okay. Water it. Give hope by watering 3 beech nuts. Yeah, we can definitely do that. That is a wide-ranging fire. Yeah, gonna...
Now I understand why I can't find my watering can.
Alright. Let's go put out some of these embers. Oh, sorry!
Fireman Boris helping to make the park safer. Well done, Boris.
Sorry, everybody. Let's go make sure that there aren't any more of these around. We'll, Oof, that is a lot of ash and dust. Don't jump right into the burning embers. It's not good for you. Oh, another ring of standing stones? Hello? These ones are just kind of here. Okay. Neat. Alright, let's get back down to that little cut through cave that had all the embers in it. So we're going to start by getting rid of that, but I think there's one that was over here as well. So I want to... Hello, rabbit! No, come back! I want to be your friend! Yeah, there's the other ember. Also, we don't know where any of the beech nuts are, so we are going to... My siblings, please, please let me lead the way. Oh, more burnt juniper. Keep putting out the water. Or keep putting out the fire with the water. Also, this means that there will be clear paths for us now. That's so much. Actually, that's also a thing. When it comes to putting out fires, oh, achievement for fire hazard. Fireman Boris helping make the park safer. Yeah. Ways to put out fires without causing a whole bunch of smoke. Kicking dirt over it and like turning the embers over with a shovel is a great way to do that. Oh, okay, rabbit. Okay. Oh. Oh. I guess the fires put themselves out. Okay. Interesting. Or do all the fires get put out if you put out enough of them? Maybe. Perhaps. Slide down. That's butterfly lavender. That's fine. Burnt juniper, that's a rabbit. We need to find some beech nuts. Do I know what those smell like? Ha! Just need to find one of them. No, that's our sibling, that's burnt juniper. Somewhere around that you'd be able to see from Rock's position, which is up there. Okay. That gives us... Oh, I'm stuck. I'm no longer stuck. Is way up there. Where can we see where can we see him from? Also, we know that there's been I remember last time there were like acorns hidden under some of these boulders, so maybe those boulders are also a key to finding a beech nut. Not that one. Nope. Not there. I don't think I went this far out last time. So maybe somewhere out here is an option. Oh, there's a boulder. This is all solid rock, so probably not going to be out here. Let's see. Oh, identify. Archer's arrow. Okay. Right, we found a few of those last time. Thought that might have been the beech nut, but that's fine. Oh, this is really thick haze. We can't super see through it, but... Oh, here's another chunk of dirt and land, and... Not there. Not there. We'll find it eventually. Oh! Cameras! I do love the trail cam. I think they're a very fun system. Yeah, as we found last time, you can sort of rearrange where the trail cameras are as one of the achievements and just, you know, use those to take photos, which I think is a nice little thing. Okay. Back on solid ground. Ah, house leek, which looks like a member of the succulent family.
Oof. A far cry from the scent
Oh.
of flowers. Heavy and musky. Boris wondered where it came from.
Well, yeah, we were in nature. We were bound to find poo eventually. Oh, this just keeps going. Oh, well, there's the cliff. It does not keep going forever. I do like games where you can just wander and explore. And like in this one, there's not really much in the way of hazards or anything, which is nice. But I do like a game where you can kind of just wander, hang out, watch the scenery. It's calming. Sometimes I used to pull up Breath of the Wild just to wander around Hyrule for exactly that reason. It's nice. There's other games that let you do that as well. Like you're on a timer if you want to be, but Peak is can also be one for that if you're playing it by yourself. Because if you're playing it with friends, you're having a different kind of party. But it's also one that I've done in Dredge, where you're just out on the ocean in your little fishing boat, and sometimes you just take in the scenery. Don't think too hard about the horrors below. That's a game I haven't played in a long while. That might be one that I pick up again sometime. Dredge, for those who don't know, is a eldritch horror fishing game. If you've ever liked a fishing minigame in some other game, you should play Dredge, because it has all of them, and they're fantastic. And it's got a nice little mystery to go out and solve, and sort of figure out what went wrong and how to fix it. Which is always a nice story. Alright, let's try. I really gotta find this beech nut, but it's... like, we don't actually have a scent for it, unfortunately. But... how far in here will it let us get? Pretty far! Okay, and then we eventually hit a cliff. Oh! Another house leak. Okay. There was something back here. Okay. Oh wow, you can really get in here. Oh, this is great. Well done, devs. Whew. there's Rock's position. We're on solid stone, so probably not gonna find a beech nut there. Wait, beech trees. No, I'm thinking birch. I don't actually know what beech trees look like. Which would probably make this easier if I did, but also everything has been burned. Now, if I didn't want to be mean to my players, I would put the beech nut somewhere that it's likely to be found. By which I mean not out in those piles of ashes. Can goes back in the trash can. So yeah, like I wouldn't hide the beech nut out in the middle of these ashes. That would just be rude. Gonna get rid of that Karen. So it's probably on one of these little like spits of elevated ground. That's at least what I would do as a game designer. Like that narrows down your search parameters. That makes things feasible rather than just having to search the entirety of the map. Not that it's helping so far, but you know, maybe I just need to. Oh, there's 3 of them. And oh, it's an acorn. I can see it. That's just an acorn. That's fine. But hey, we found something at least. Where on earth might you be? I'm just trying to find a beech nut to make my brother happy. I just want to do some gardening. Or forestry, I guess. Because, you know, this is a forest and I am growing a tree, so. But yeah, looking forward to the summer months. Like, it's going to continue to be hot, and I'm not looking forward to that part of the summer. But hopefully I have doing some job interviews lately, and hopefully those will, or trying to schedule some job interviews, playing a bit of phone tag at the moment, but hopefully those will line up and turn into something soon. Oh, sorry, Boris. And then go from there. So I'm currently in a trade school program, and I'm trying to get like an apprenticeship position lined up. So we will end up becoming certified, and that'll all be good. But right now we're in the waiting for people to get back to me, waiting to schedule things sort of shenanigans. Maybe if I go back up to Rock, there'll be a clue up there. Like, when in doubt, backtrack. Like, when in doubt, retrace your steps, see where you were, try to figure things out from going back to square one. Always a good idea in video games, because in video games, sometimes they'll have, like, sometimes the tutorials will pop back up if you go back to the beginning and walk through them again. Usually this is a setting that you can turn on or off, which can be useful, but always nice to have the option. Need to go the long way around, so cut through here, and then we can take the catapult up. Yeah! Excuse me. we need to go this way to get to the catapult. Must have missed something somewhere, but yeah, just looking forward to. I've got a couple other games. Some of them are on Steam. Some of them are ones that I got on Epic a while ago. Catapult. Whee! I've been meaning to play, so there'll be some more just fun, cute little games. I just wanted to do a second session of Adorable Adventures because it's so short. I figured, yeah, we can spend one more session just trying to complete this game. Yeah, we're about halfway through our time.
Boris needed to water the seeds to make Rock smile again.
Okay. What can I see from up here? That might be the better question. Lots of stuff that way. Their sibling. You know what? If we go through and eliminate some of these other smells, maybe we can get it down to the beech nut. That might have to be our answer. Okay. Well, we will do this by process of elimination, and let's go find this burnt juniper. Sometimes you got to do things the not the blunt way, the straightforward way. Straightforward and hey, we got all the cairns knocked over. There we go. 3 of 4 on the burnt juniper. Oh, right, the rabbit. I know you're around here somewhere. There you are. Come back, I just need to smell you. Please! I know that sounds weird. Well, where did the rabbit... Oh, it went back, way back that way. Okay. Well, yeah, I think our answer is unfortunately going to have to be we do this the hard way. The tedious way. Tedious, that's probably more the word I was looking for. Because sometimes that's the only answer you have in life and in video games. Just gotta check all the possibilities. You get that in like turn-based games of, what is this enemy weak to? Well, the game's not gonna tell me unless... Aha! We have a scent. We have a scent to follow. Okay, it's heading out that way. Let's see what we can do. But you gotta, like, test every possible thing against every enemy, and it can get, long-winded. And, okay, Archer's Arrow, we can't ignore yet. So we're gonna follow this so that we can get... Okay, I think the beech nut was going over sort of this direction, so let's see if we can... Beech nut... It's going that way. Maybe it is, like, in the middle of all of this.
Boris had found a beech nut, the fruit of the beech tree. But one day, it might become a fine tree.
Hey, you remember earlier when I said if I was designing this game, I wouldn't hide things out in the middle of all the ash and whatnot? I still wouldn't have done that. But I do sort of respect the, oh, no, this is where you're near the end of the game. Let's see you let's see if you've really learned how to make the mechanics of this game work. So, there's one. Which means I gotta get onto solid ground again and see if I can... let's see if I can... Archer's arrow. Get rid of you. Beech nut. There we go. Okay. Okay, kinda out there. Oh, you can see the little tiny bit of it poking out of the ash now. Okay. Somewhere like over here-ish. Aha! Like, I guess it does make sense that it would be just sort of out in all the ash, and we have to find it the hard way. But also, I might have made this a little easier on my players. But also, in a game that doesn't really have a final boss, per se, this is probably the closest we're gonna get to one, so... Oh. Okay... Oh, nope, it is that way. Okay. Okay. Over to those trees, and then I might be able to find it again. It's probably somewhere in here. Ah! Okay, good. A little bit of dry ground. Oh, there was one back here, I guess. Oh, nope. Nope, it's into... somewhere out here. Somewhere out in the ashes. I don't have the rest of it. Songwriter, I am not. But sometimes you gotta sing the little stanza that you do get. Okay. Go like that. Okay. There you are. I think I see where you would be. The trail was like here. Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Boris had watered enough seeds. He just had to go back to show Rock. The mountain was steep. The group were beginning to feel exhausted. It was time to take a much-needed break.
Oh.
That night, Boris dreamt of trees.
They're so cute. Oh, and that's also a way to just sort of fast travel us back up to Rock.
Rock looked in disbelief. The trees were coming back.
Oh!
He stood up, filled with happiness.
Wow!
With Rock on board, the group was complete. They could go free their mother now.
Heck yeah! Absolutely we can. We are going to bring this watering can back to the ranger station. Especially now that, you know... I love that little jingle. It's a good little jingle. But yeah, we're gonna bring this watering can back to the ranger station because it would be polite to do, honestly. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that, and then we'll go free our mother, and we'll see if there's anything left. I still haven't found that one troll head doll though. It's gotta be in a trash can, but I've checked any of the trash cans that I know about, I think. Whoop! Yay, no fall damage! But yeah, I still haven't found that one. But perhaps that can be a mystery that I poke at another time, or that any of you poke at it on your own time. This is just a great game. We are gonna drop off the watering can. go. Hop on up. Here you go. I didn't even take your keys this time. He just leaves his keys in the flower pot. Like, that's a really great way for those keys to get misplaced there. Old ranger buddy. Ugh. Look at us run. Look at him go. Good little Boris. Reuniting your family, helping take care of the park, helping out other animals. What a good little pig.
Wow! Boris wanted the same haircut.
Oh well, we got to take it now. Okay, we have found the troll doll. We have to go help. We have to go give it back to the other boar. Sorry, Mom. We found another friend. We gotta help them first. We swear we're coming. Somewhere back in here. If nothing else, we can get back to the secret waterfall and drop back down. I think it was over here. Yes. What?
Boris had found the toy, but the old boar was gone.
Oh no. Oh, the old boar can't answer you, but he is surely happy. We'll leave this here for him, in case he comes back. Good old boar. Good old guy. Okay, let's go find our mom. Get the family back. Sorry, Boris. The little like rubber ducky squeak that happens whenever I run into something. It's just, oh. I'm glad it's that and not, you know, actual little pig sound of distress. But it is just, oh, buddy. Okay. Alright, everybody. We're all gonna line up. We're gonna charge right into that. And go!
Thanks to the siblings' efforts, the family was reunited at last.
Yay!
Their mother sniffed her children with delight. She nuzzled Boris. Without him, none of it would have been possible. Thanks to his perseverance, he had truly become a wild boar with an excellent nose. And that's the story of Boris the boar. I hope you enjoyed it.
Look at them all go! Oh, that was really nice. That was... that was just a nice little game. I'm reminded of Spirit and the Mouse, which is also just a good little... Oh, excuse me. It's another good little game that we played. For those who haven't seen that one, it's where you play as this little mouse in a town in France who's trying to help people out on the night of a really bad thunderstorm that's knocked out power to a lot of places, and are working kind of with the assistance of because a local electricity spirit doesn't quite have the power necessary to help out. So you're kind of acting out on his behalf, just because you live in this town and you want to help. Always a great motivator to do things, because like, no, I just want to help. Is that really so hard to understand? I think it's a good motive for characters in video games, because it puts you in a good spot of like, well, why are you poking into all of these things that are going on? Because you seem like you have some problems, and I would like to help you, because I like helping people. Oh heck, you have a extensive localization team. God, that's... wow. I was not expecting that many linguists to be credited. Always cool to look through the credits. You never know what you're gonna find. But yeah, just this is a good little game. This is just a nice, cute little game. Yeah, that was so cute. Exactly, Jackalope Junkie. Oh, and the honorary pet photos. What a good little orange and white cat. Hehehehe. Oh, that was really fun. That was very good. Oh, I can't stop yawning. Oh, sorry about that. Honestly, I know sometimes I normally will put on either Plastic Duck Simulator, or I talked about doing some more Timberborn at some point. But I'm fading fast, y'all. I think I might actually call it a little early there. Especially because this is just such a nice little end to the game. I kind of want to call it there, and I'm still yawning like crazy. So I might try to pack things in and have a bit of an early night. But it was great having you all on. I believe I have some plans for next week on Tuesday, so it might just be that I stream on a different day next week, or perhaps I take another week off. But I've got a couple of other things lined up. I might put like a voting poll either on the YouTube channel or in that little Discord server that I have. But so keep an eye out for some votes on some other cute little games that I have, or I might just roll some dice and decide myself. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this has been CozyCryptidGaming, and finishing up Adorable Adventures. As always, when we're signing off, remember to take care of each other out there. Remember to take your meds. Remember to stay hydrated, especially with this heat wave going on. And as always, stay cozy, everybody. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and a lovely rest of your night. But have a good time. Bye.